Imagine being told exactly where you're going to meet your future partner, down to the tiniest detail. Sounds impossible, right? That's exactly what happened in this story. So if you're intrigued, then watch this video. I think that you're going to find it very, very interesting. So this is a reading I did for a client of mine, and it's a true story of how readings play out in real life in terms of predictions. So essentially what I predicted for him is that he would meet his girlfriend in a closed space. So what exactly does that mean and how did it play out? That's what this video covers. Hello everybody, I am Vaishali Nikhade. I'm an engineer turned psychic with over 9,000 readings, and I show you how you can leverage the power of stars for your love life. So in this video, I'm going to reveal how psychic readings can describe the exact place where you will meet someone and how you can connect the clues and raise your awareness so that you don't miss out on this opportunity. So here's what you're going to learn in this video. Psychic description readings, a prediction about a closed space, and real life versus predictions, how to connect the dots. Your goal is to raise your awareness and connect with your intuition. All right, so let's get to it. Psychic description readings. So hopefully most people have or know what a psychic is, but essentially you can think of it as a fortune teller or somebody who is able to get a sneak peek of the future and convey that information to you. How they do it, that's the subject of another video. We are not going to get into divination techniques here, but there are different techniques that people use, and I'm sure you're familiar with some of the techniques. One of them is card reading, one of them is they can look into a crystal ball, one of them is they can actually, astrology could be one of the techniques, where essentially based on how the planets are, people can essentially chart out or tell you what significant things or events are going to happen in your life or what is going to happen during a particular period in your life. Now, how someone does the job, that's not really as important as to how skilled they are in terms of getting out predictions that are accurate or that play out in real life. Now, one such reading is known as a description reading. So what exactly is a description reading? A description reading is a reading where you can get a description. Hello? So what kind of description? It could be the description of a place in case of meeting someone, as is the subject of this video. This guy, let's call him John Doe. So John came to me and he wanted to know like where or how he's going to come across this person. So that would be the description of a place. So that is one type of description reading. Another type of description reading is the description of a person, which means that it is going to give you details of the physical features of a person. And a lot of my clients use this for love readings, which is they want to know what this guy is going to look like. And not only can you describe the features, but at times you can point out that, oh, this is what is going to stand out. For instance, for one of the clients that I had read, I had told her that he's going to have really beautiful eyes. It ended up that the person she met had really beautiful eyes, or in one case it was like he had really long hair. So the guy actually ended up having really nice, long, thick hair. So at times things are going to stand out and they are going to be very prominent features, and these features can be pointed out. So essentially they serve as a clue as to what it is that someone is looking for in terms of the description. So that is what description readings are. You can get description of houses. You can get description of places. For instance, one of my clients was looking for an apartment and she was tired of hunting for apartments. So she asked me to give a description of the area surrounding the apartments. And then I gave her the description of the area surrounding the apartment, and once she got that, she kind of knew where she needs to focus her search in order to find the apartment that she was looking for. Once you have these clues, it is easy for you to not miss an opportunity. So go ahead and put in the comments below if such a reading would help you out, maybe in terms of the description of a person, or maybe in terms of the description of the place where you will meet them or where you will come across them. So now let's get to the closed space prediction. So here were the clues that he got. One of the clues he got was that it would be a dimly lit room. So that was one of the clues. The second clue he got was that it would be a closed space with very little room to move. So this would be the closed space. The third clue he got was that there would be some sort of books or education involved. So this is the books or education involved. So these were the clues he got, but essentially I had put it together as sentences. So these were the clues he got, and I essentially told him that it's going to be a dimly lit room, and it's going to be closed space with very little room to move, which would mean that it would be more of let's say this is kind of a room, there's very little lighting, and then there were some books involved in the sense that maybe she was carrying some books or something. So that is the prediction that he got. Now, it was up to him to kind of pay attention wherever he went, if the room he went to was dimly lit or not dimly lit, if it was more of a closed or a confined space, or it was not that closed or confined space, and if there was any books, how much movement was there, or what kind of movement was there, and so on. So he was watching out or looking for such situations and seeing if they were happening to him. So that is how he was kind of raising his awareness, let's say, to see if he ever came across such a situation. So now how the reading played out in real life. So I heard back from him after a while, obviously after he met this person. I heard back from him after he met this person, and this is what he told me, that the room he had, it was, I'm going to use black so that it is more coherent with this. So the room he had was dimly lit, so there wasn't that much lighting, it was very dimly lit, and he mentioned that it was a closed space. Still, that doesn't mean anything. There could be a lot of closed spaces, but there was an important clue that there's very little room to move. So essentially, this was not like a closed room or anything. It was very confined. There was very little room to move. And she was carrying books in her hand, so that he could see, because she was carrying books in her hand, and it was dimly lit. So how exactly did it play out? Go ahead and put in the comments below if you have any idea of how this reading actually played out in real life before you watch the rest of the video. So essentially what happened is he met her in an elevator. So as soon as he stepped into the elevator, it was dimly lit. There was not much room to move. It was a closed space, and she was carrying books in her hand. So this is exactly how this reading played out. So if you are curious as to where you are going to come across the person, I have a special reading for you where the link is in the comments, and you can get that, and you will also have the ability to know where you are going to come across this person if you are looking for someone. Now, a reading is one thing. What if you were interested to tap into your sixth sense and get access to making an important decision? That is the subject of my next video, and I'll see you in my next video.